Hail to you and welcome to Training Like a Champion, the show dedicated to arming you with skills and knowledge to become the champion of your story on Twitch and YouTube. In this series, we will cover the necessary steps you must take to invent, create, develop, and scale your online personality, as well as creating an ever-changing and adaptive channel. I want to speak to our peers, to the VTubers, to the D&Ders, to the tabletop players, to the character creators, anybody who has an OC. This channel is for you. Let me take a moment to introduce myself. I am Ishka, Paladin in training, and leader to the Order of the Dragon and the Protectors of Light. I've been on Twitch since 2012. Through that time, I've learned how to make my broadcasts more exciting and engaging. My show consists of overlays, alerts, and triggers, all that tie together in telling a grand RPG story of the Paladin in training. When I first started streaming, there was no armor. It was a heavy focus on the video game. I did have a C920 and a blue Snowball Ice, which is still one of my favorite microphones that I've used to date, but I wish there was something I could do about that little red LED. Slowly, I evolved as a creator, shifting my focus from the video game to me, to storytelling, to theory crafting, to lore in games that I played, and then eventually embedding myself in the community. But in my approach of understanding the characters, the lore, the community behind it, I've had a unique opportunity in getting to know and working with tournament companies, where I got to create and host my own Dota 2 tournaments. From there, I invested myself in another game, Vermintide, a heavy hack and slash RPG Warhammer game. And with the same approach, I got to meet game devs, work with them on marketing campaigns. And because I was so invested in the community, other community members were reaching out to me to provide editing and voiceover skills for their projects. I've hosted a number of other kind of tournaments and have conducted interviews with well-known voice actors and writers in the Warhammer space. My goal isn't to flex or brag about myself. This is to provide you context and paint you a background for the projects that I've completed and the ones I have planned for the future. My goal is to reach those who think it's too late to start their channel, to those who might be intimidated to the thought of seeing yourself on camera or hearing yourself on audio. That is an incredibly difficult challenge to overcome, and I want to help you get past that. There's the voice of self-doubt that tells you you're unworthy, that tries to make you stop from doing what you want to do. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can, and that you can be competitive in a highly saturated broadcasting platform. One truth I would like to share with you right now is that while there may be millions of other channels, broadcasters, and creators out there, nobody can say or do something uniquely as you can. You have a very specific story that you want to tell. You have certain emotions you want to reach towards your audience. You want them to feel the same way about your story as you do. I want to encourage you and let you know that that is completely possible. When I started streaming, I didn't have this armor. I told the story of the Paladin in training with a chatbot, which you could redeem chapters from in my own channel's currency. And then one day, someone said, "This is cool. Is this a book?" I said, "No, it's a story I wrote." And they said, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Is there more?" "Well, yeah, there's more, but we got to get past a certain point." And then someone said, "Do you have armor?" I said, "No, that would be fun to have." And that person donated. And they said, "Get a breastplate." And I couldn't believe it. I said, "That's insane." And then another donation came in and that said, "This is for the shipping." And then shortly after, more and more came in and goals were reached. And slowly I was able to piece together a suit of armor. And now, this armor isn't a gimmick to me. This armor is a physical manifestation of the support of the people that I have come to know. And I know they want me to succeed. And I know that your audience wants you to succeed as well. I will do everything in my power on this channel to share every bit of knowledge that I have to help you be able to communicate to your audience on that scale. I want to encourage you. I want to tell you that it can happen. And I want to help you step into the adventure of content creation and become the champion of your story. If you have any questions about me or topics that you would like me to talk about right now, put those in the comments below. Like and subscribe. More importantly, share this with the people that you know that are trying to tell a story or have a story that you know they need to get out there. That is more important to me. And I'll see you in our next adventure.